All right, to watch this video for Tuesday, July 17th. Very narrow range in the SPY today, low volume, really boring day. But there were a couple really nice calls in the chat room today. I'll give a tip of the cap to Wayne here. We had SIGA on watch when it looked like this coming into today, and there's what happened today. But on an intraday basis, Wayne called this long over 715. Looked like this right as it started to curl up. There was a seller at 715. We had, we like Stat Catalyst. High of day break was just above. Yesterday's high just above that. And from 716 was his idea. Went to 778. Only 17 cents risk, so a nice call. And I'll also give Wayne credit for this one. DARE. I didn't have this on my gap playlist, but he had it on his. Just a simple high of day break, 139. You look to the left, you see some catalyst. In other words, recent highs just above. They look like stairs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and look what happens. It just took down all those stairs and had a really nice percentage move. Definitely gave it all back, which reminds me, I want to show you a couple other things. But that was a 139 entry idea. Stop only 7 cents below, and it went up 31 cents from there. So let me show you a couple charts that to me are kind of a little bit of a tell about where the market's going. Not the market, but where trading is going is a better way to put it. Let's look at MTSL from today. MTSL. Okay, so this looks like an errant tick, right? Like, just a bad tick. But when you go to intraday, it actually did this. It climbed all day and then lost it in the last 20 minutes or so. And CALI, let's go to the daily real quick. CALI, that looks like an errant tick, right? Like somebody bought some shares at 5, like a fat finger. But when you go to intraday, it climbed all morning and then lost it in the afternoon. So we see this a lot where the small, and I believe me, I love the low priced, low float stocks. The small cap world is where I make most of my money. But I'll also trade a Netflix and a Tesla and all that. So what we see generally when we get to the thick of earnings season is a lot of these start to fail where they don't hold their gains. And so we're kind of entering that period right now. We're in the thick of earnings season. So just keep that in mind. Having said that, I still have the low price ones on watch, but I'm also using my my scanners, my trade idea scanners throughout the day to spot opportunities. And just looking at anything I can find that's not small cap also. So I guess I'm broadening my horizons during earnings season, and we're even going to hang out and do some after hours earnings plays. I was trying to catch a trade in Netflix this afternoon, as a matter of fact. I had a bid below 340. It's at 340, 325 right now. But generally, when I take I'm looking for a bounce on an after hours earnings play sell-off. I'm looking for a quick push down to that area and then a bounce back up. So I've pulled my bid and I'm done. I'm not going to trade it, but I did like it if it would have gone below 340 pretty quickly on that initial sell-off. Anyway, it didn't. So here's what I'm watching for tomorrow. ARNC gapped up on very good news and topped out right where it opened, 1980. It ended up closing at 1920. Nice volume today. So I want to watch that one for a possible red to green or something like that tomorrow. It had nice news. TAIT, this is a sleeper pick. Had a nice 2-day move or day and a half move from, I don't know, $1 something to almost 290. Gave almost all of it back, but then curled back up today on a little bit of extra volume. It's a thin stock. I doubt I'll trade it, but it's worth having on watch. IZEA, believe it or not, I like this one a lot. You had big volume here, and now you've got 2 days lower on declining volume. Really nice setup for a bounce play, and that I hope will happen tomorrow. Remember, I'm in cash every night looking for an intraday setup based on these daily charts for a trade. Pixie, I like this one a little less. It also had a big pop on Friday and gave a lot of that back today, but I am going to put it on bounce watch for tomorrow. I like IZEA a little more. CEI had a nice pop back here. It's one of the low price, low float oil and gas plays. Pretty much round tripped. Then big volume on Friday, and its range was 49 cents to 68. Today, I want to say an inside day, but it looks like it briefly took out Friday's lows. But I do want to watch this one for a bounce play tomorrow. GSKI was on bounce watch today. Another red day, no trigger for a long trade. So we just put it back on watch for tomorrow. GoGo, believe it or not, this one ugly chart. Really beaten up. But this 2 days down, it might catch some bounce players tomorrow. So believe me, this is as ugly as a daily chart gets, but I'm just looking for an oversold bounce tomorrow. So that one's on watch. PED had a nice pop today. Found support around $1.50 and a nice pop. Speaking of the low float, low priced oil and gas plays, this one had a nice pop, so we're going to look for a follow through day tomorrow. GBR in that same space got an after hours pop to over $4. So I don't know if it's going to hold. I think it was on extension of requirements to still be listed or something. That to me, that's not news that should normally pop a stock. But with its recent crazy action, we will be watching it tomorrow. That's GBR. Then let's go to VKTX. I don't love this one, but it had a really nice run back here, from here to here, and kind of found support on the pullback in this area, trying to break out on Friday, trying to break out of this range. And then today puts in an inside day that topped out right below a whole number. So maybe through 11 tomorrow, might take it up to challenge the 1139 and maybe get it going. It's got nice support below. Not in love with this one either, but we'll put it on watch. I meant to do CCCL here. Nice long base. Little extra volume today and a fairly strong close. Be looking for maybe a breakout of this base tomorrow. The volume's kind of interesting. And that's it. Now, I got to tell you, I'm not in love with this watch list, but again, earnings season, there should be plenty of stuff to play. Maybe after hours tomorrow, maybe some earnings plays that show up in the pre-market tomorrow. So some gap and go potential plays, stuff like that. Just be careful with the small caps right now during the thick of earnings season. Trade them smaller, make sure that they're meeting your A+ setup requirements. And, that's really all the cautions I have for now. Look below. Got a special offer. We do not offer a lifetime membership to the chat room anymore on the website, but there is a link below to that if you're watching YouTube, or also I think maybe on my Twitter feed as well. So we sort of snuck that back in just if you find us on YouTube, Twitter, StockTwits. Same price as 1 year right now. So that's just a sneaky special offer. We're going to have that for a little while. Also a link to our free webinars, link to a lot of neat links below. Link to my trade ideas, a special offer there where you can get a discount. Let me think. And some other neat stuff down below too. I'm going to quit babbling because I'm starting to annoy myself. We'll see y'all tomorrow.